Welcome to another edition of View from the Bleachers. I'm Tim Jones, and I recently gave the commencement address at a prestigious high school. It turns out that their scheduled speaker, Barack Obama, had a last-minute conflict, as did their backup speaker, Meryl Streep. It turns out that apparently everybody that they reached out to was unavailable, so with nowhere left to turn, they turned to me. I also had a conflict. There was an episode of Game of Thrones on that I had missed, but I decided I would record it so that I could be available to deliver the commencement address after all. At first, I was just planning to read a bunch of my old favorite View from the Bleachers columns that I had written about Donald Trump. But then I thought, no. These kids, they deserve better. So I decided to read some of my columns that I'd written about cats. I mean, who doesn't love cats? Am I right? Well, anyway, would you like to hear the inspirational address that I gave to the graduating class of high school seniors? I must warn you, you might want to have a box of Kleenex at the ready. It's kind of emotional. Check it out on the other side. Congratulations to all you incredibly accomplished high school graduates, all 7 of you, and my heartiest attaboy to the other 90% of you who skated by and got just a good enough GPA to graduate. Well done, you did it. Your future looks bright, and I am sure if you look hard enough, you'll find that dream 6-figure, 20-hour-a-week job as a cruise ship bartender that you richly deserve. Reach for the stars. My name is Tim Jones. I'm sure you've all heard of me. In addition to my world-famous Pulitzer Prize-deserving humor blog, View from the Bleachers, I'm widely considered to be one of the greatest thought leaders of the 21st century. Unless you ask my family or anyone who knows me very well. Many people are amazed to learn that not only am I a 2-time recipient of the Nobel Peace Prize, but I'm also the inventor of Bitcoin and the person responsible for the first FDA-approved COVID vaccine. No need to thank me. I'm also the Olympic gold medal winner in the marathon, and I'm a gourmet chef. Okay, I've just fibbed a little bit. I actually don't know the first thing about cooking. Is this microphone on? Hello? Hello? Testing? 1, 2, 3. Hello? Anyway, I would like to thank everyone who made this day possible. The esteemed faculty, the administrators, guidance counselors, and even your former football assistant coach, Art Beck, who was recently fired after he got caught selling pot to 9th graders. We're gonna miss you, Coach Beck. Just say no, Coach. All of them have done so much to help all of you reach this important milestone. And I would also like to acknowledge the countless contributions of your self-sacrificing parental figures, by whom I mean your mom and your dad, and your stepdad, and your other stepdad, and your countless nannies. Hey, that was my nanny. You were the best, Miss Perkins. What a lady. Hey, perhaps most importantly, I want to acknowledge the makers of Ritalin and Adderall for helping you kids stay focused enough to complete an impressive 37% of your assignments. Those pharmaceuticals, they're the real heroes of this story. Congratulations, high school class of insert year here. I ask you, leaders of tomorrow, to indulge me as I impart a few pearls of wisdom. First, though, I sincerely apologize if my musings distract any of you from the text messages about tonight's rave party at Nate's. I hear it will be totally lit. Because his parents left for Italy. You know, they're going to have a wonderful time. They really deserve it. Soon, you will be leaving the halls of this fine institution behind. Some of you will embark on an exciting chapter at a prestigious university thanks to your parents' untraceable bribe that got you into Dartmouth. Well done, Mom and Dad. Now, you college-bound students will have 4 more years to avoid facing reality. That is, unless you get expelled during your freshman year for never actually attending class. You might want to rethink your long-standing policy of playing League of Legends till 4 a.m. LOL, am I right? For those of you not fortunate enough to possess incriminating photos of the Dean of Admissions at the college of your choice, no worries. There are countless other career options awaiting you after you graduate from your nearest two-year technical college. For example, you might consider horse inseminator, or sewage diver, or road crew flagger, or roadkill removal specialist. The world is your oyster, as in oyster shucker, and yes, that's an actual job too. You know, he looks inspired and motivated, I think. Soon into your university experience, you will be required to declare a major. The pressure can be enormous, having to make a decision that may alter the trajectory of your life. So many enticing majors to choose between: medieval astrological studies, bagpiping, or my own personal favorite, the magic spells of Harry Potter. One thing is definitely for certain: whatever major you choose, it will be the wrong choice, which you will not discover until 3 semesters and $45,000 later. And you will end up with $100,000 in college debts, but don't worry, remember, your parents co-signed the loan, so technically they're on the hook. See? Problem solved. Graduates, I must forewarn you, however, there will be some adjustments as you go forth. The biggest will be that there is no longer a helicopter pad for your parents to land at. Your college professor will not take a call from your mom explaining that your allergies were acting up and you could not finish the term paper. Your boss at work will not engage in a text dialogue with your dad about why you deserve that raise for not missing a day of work in 3 whole weeks. I'm sad to say you're in the big leagues now. I admit, the fact that you memorized the lyrics to every Ariana Grande song is pretty dope and should count for something, but then I'm a fan. However, I'm here to tell you that the world out there may not value your incredible childhood achievements as much as your parents did. I realize this may come as a bit of a disappointment, but out in the real world, things are a bit different. By all means, kudos on all those trophies for T-ball participation in your 4th grade and your project on the planets, even though you left out 3 of them, including Earth. That was amazing. And your cogent 8th grade debate team argument that Lil Wayne is a greater influence on the history of music than the Beatles. Wow, that's one for the yearbook, dude. But there are no smiley stickers for showing up at work on time anymore. Your unlimited self-confidence is inspiring. You can thank your parents for that because, well, ever since you were in the womb, they looked at you and told you were incessantly wonderful no matter what you did, and you could do anything you put your mind to. I'm sad to break it to you, kids, but actually, you might not be quite as special as you think you are. And there's a word you're going to need to get used to hearing from now on from your boss, and that word is no. As in, no, we're not going to install a hot tub in the employee lounge to inspire your creativity. And no, you can't take 4 days off next week to attend Coachella with your posse. We're on deadline here. Yeah, the truth of the matter is, in the real world, not everyone is a winner. Some of us end up losing. Take my neighbor Chester Finglesworth, but that's a story for another time. If you don't believe me that not everyone is a winner, just Google 2 words: Gary Busey. Trust me. Students, in closing, it's time that someone told you the truth about how life beyond your parents' protective cocoon actually works. It isn't always fair. Mom won't always be there to tell your boss to stop being mean to you by assigning so much work. And success might take a little more effort and persistence and time than it took you to break your record score in Grand Theft Auto. Hey, I could be wrong. Maybe you are every bit as perfect as your parents have protested for the past 18 years. But Before you show up at your important interview for that killer job as a video game tester, you might want to remember to say, "It's a pleasure to meet you." You might want to give a firm handshake and make direct eye contact. Oh, and take the earbuds out. Oh, and one last thing. You might want to change out of your Stone Lives Matter t-shirt. Just a suggestion. Thank you, kids. Now go out there and reach for the stars. But first, you might want to reply to your buddy's text about Nate's party tonight. I'm sure it's very important. Well, that's the view from the bleachers. Perhaps I'm off base. I'm almost positive I'm still Tim Jones. And remember, if you like this video or simply feel sorry for me, click on the subscribe button below and share this video with your friends or anyone you'd like to annoy. For more of my humor, you can always visit my humor blog, viewfromthebleachers.net. Well, I must go. I have to prepare for another commencement address that I have been asked to deliver for the Morningstar Little Tykes Preschool. I hear they're a tough crowd. They've been known to pelt the speaker with crayons when he disappoints. Nasty group.